Good evening, everybody. Thank you very much for joining in. This side, Rahul Magan here as a CEO of Treasury Consulting LLP. And as you very well understand that we are having our YouTube channel wherein we have more than 230 videos and we keep doing new things. So in that regards, Treasury Consulting LLP decided to launch a daily Treasury update to all of our clients, members, and subscribers. This update would be of 2 to 3 paragraphs, not very lengthy, so that the person can read in flights, in the travel, at home, or at the office during lunch timings and all. This update would be carrying G7 markets, and we would be covering how the market is going on, exactly how the things are moving, and so on and so forth. And we try and upload this update on our YouTube channel as well, because of course YouTube channel should have that update so that people, those who missed it, they can read it online. So in that regards, we have one update which we are carrying, which is Treasury Global Market 16th November 2016 update, and we continue to improve this update. We just started it, and certainly this will take another month or so, and we would continue to upgrade this update. So in that regards, if we move forward, we have three short paragraphs which we mentioned today. The number one paragraph is, while we writing the 10-year UST stands for United States Treasury notes, United States Treasuries, trading at 2.26%, which was struggling at 1.75% before US election. And iron ore prices are picking up, so which means a huge volatility in the commodity currency, especially Australian dollar, shortly known as Aussie dollar. It seems that reverse carrying is going up and up and up, and sooner or later Indian rupee would be moving towards 68 soon. Indian exporters are advised to stay cool while importers are advised to have stop losses in place. So what we meant by that is that sitting today, especially after Trump election, Trump selected as a president, nominated as a president, the 10-year UST, which is a benchmark across the globe, is trading at roughly 2.28% or approximately 2.3% flat to be considered, which is very high, because before election it was trading at 1.75, and especially in September and October it was trading at 1.55. So from 1.55 to 1.75, and from 1.75 to 2.25 or 2.30, which is roughly a 50 bips change, which is very high, to be honest, which is very, very high. Henceforth, in that regards, if we link this with the Indian rupee would surely face a reverse carry. Why? Because the foreign institutional investors who used to invest in India to get 6.5 or 6.6% of INR denominated money, they would getting 2.25% in US. So if I am a foreign institutional investor who is having $1 billion, and I am investing in India only because here I make approximately 6.8%, on INR terms. On the other hand, in US I am getting 0.5%. This is a myth now, because the US yields have also risen 2.5%, 2.3%. And if today, as per the talks of the Bloomberg TV, turn true, whereby the Trump has said that the ballooning balance sheet of the US, which stands approximately $4 trillion or $4.5 trillion, this would get reduced, then it would be a show. It would be really a show for US, and I think the way USDX, which is USD index, is moving towards 100 or close to trading at 100, I think it may go higher. But again, we need to take a call whether the agencies like Federal Reserve and other, they are ready to take up this as a challenge, or they are fine that even if it crosses 102 and 103. That is what. On the other hand, on the other hand, iron ore is moving up, and we know that Australia is a country which is having hardcore exporters, and so we will see volatility in the Australian rupee. Of course, volatility is not new for Indian rupee, because we all understand that Australian dollar Australian dollar can swing by 2 or 3 big figures in a day. For them, that is not a problem. Second paragraph, if we look today, all directs are moving up, like USD CHF, USD Sing dollar, USD non, USD CAD, and all interacts, GBP dollar, Euro dollar, Aussie dollar, NZT dollar. It is going down. because the dollar index is trading over 100, dollar is gaining strength, people are investing in the dollar economy, and today the talks of the ballooning balance sheet has started, and I think the directs would go down and directs would go further up and the indirects would go down. So in short, I may not be surprised that if Sing dollar, which is currently trading at 1.1, 1.41 versus dollar, may move to 1.46 versus dollar. Last but not the least, European Union currencies have appreciated since Monday New York session, excluding CNH. CNH stands for Chinese yuan but offshore, and we expect that the RBI continue to protect the Indian rupee at 67.75. All those Indian exporters and importers, those who are watching the video, they should understand that exporters should continue to target 68. I'm not saying 100% receivable to be set at 68, while importers should continue to have stop losses, and I think an importer can have a stop loss of I think 60, sorry, stop loss of probably 67.20 or so. If INR cross 67.20, then I think it would be a show, and that way we should move on. At the same time, Treasury consulting a little bit of foreign exchange desk would like to advise all the clients as well as exporter and importer, all the clients and as well as exporter and importer, then go for options, not for forward contracts. Whether you are going for a exchange traded derivative or the OTC derivative, because in the exchange traded derivative, it is not a forward contract, it is a future contract, and the way we settle future and option differs, to be honest. However, in case of the forward contract, it is, if it trade in the OTC market, it is a kind of forward contract. So today we are expecting at range of 67.75 to 67.55, as we are expecting exporters to come forward and sell a little bit, but we are not advising exporters to do so sitting today. And I think 67.90, 67.92 should be the topish point for today. So this is for the today Treasury Global Monitor 16 November 2016. You are most welcome to connect with us anywhere. We are on the Daily Motion, we are on the Dropbox, LinkedIn, Skype, Google Blog, Google Groups, SlideShare, WeChat, Facebook, and everywhere. We are everywhere. You are welcome to contact us anywhere. And you are welcome to contact us via our site, which is www.treasuryconsulting.in. And my mobile number is known to everyone, 9899242978. And my Skype ID is Rahul5327 and Twitter account of @Rahul Magan 8. Thank you very much, and have a great day ahead.